Welcome back to Valuable Coins, your trusted source for all things rare, collectible, and valuable in the world of coins. Today, we have an exciting episode for collectors and enthusiasts alike, focusing on 5 exceptional United States quarters that are not only rich in history, but also command some of the highest values on the market today. Let's begin with the first coin on our list, the most valuable United States Bicentennial Drummer Boy quarter dollar from 1776 to 1976, featuring a rare and notable D-error mint mark, circulated with lamination damage on the obverse. This coin is truly a collector's treasure and carries immense historical significance and market value. The Bicentennial quarter was issued in 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States Declaration of Independence. Instead of the traditional Washington portrait on the obverse, this quarter features a unique design that honors the nation's revolutionary heritage. The obverse side depicts a colonial drummer boy, a symbolic figure representing the youthful spirit and determination of the American Revolution. This particular design was part of a series created for the U.S. Mint's bicentennial celebration, which also included special reverses for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. The 1976 bicentennial quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each marked respectively with no mint mark for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. The Denver Mint, symbolized by the D mint mark, produced a significant portion of these coins, making any errors from this mint especially intriguing and highly sought after. Now, errors on coins can arise from a variety of factors during the minting process, and they often increase a coin's value significantly among collectors. The Bicentennial Drummer Boy quarter with a D mint mark error is particularly rare and valuable due to the unusual placement or doubling of the mint mark. Such errors can be caused by misalignment of the mint mark punch, multiple strikes, or die defects, creating variations that stand out to collectors. This coin, in particular, has been noted for a distinctive doubled or misplaced D mint mark, which creates a visually fascinating anomaly on the coin's face. Adding to the coin's unique story is the circulated condition with lamination damage. On the obverse side, lamination errors happen when the metal surface of the coin peels or flakes due to impurities or stress during the minting or handling process. While lamination damage often decreases a coin's value, in rare instances combined with a significant error like the D mint mark, it can add a unique character and further intrigue to the piece, especially for collectors who appreciate imperfections as part of a coin's journey through history. In terms of mintage, the bicentennial quarters were produced in staggering numbers, over 1 billion in total across all mints, making typical specimens common and easily found. However, error coins such as the D mint mark variety from Denver are scarce and highly coveted, particularly in circulated condition with distinctive lamination damage, as this combination is seldom encountered. Collectors interested in this coin are often drawn to its remarkable place in American history, the celebration of 200 years of independence, and the dramatic story told through its design and errors. This quarter not only connects collectors to the Revolutionary era, but also embodies the intricacies and challenges of coin minting. Its rarity and historic appeal have driven prices up in auctions, with some specimens selling for over $200,000, especially when provenance is clear and the error features are sharply visible despite the circulated condition. The market for bicentennial quarters, particularly those with mint mark errors and distinctive lamination damage, has grown steadily over the past decades. Coin experts and collectors place a premium on these anomalies because they represent a tangible link to the minting process and America's rich heritage. Auctions featuring such coins tend to attract passionate bidders who recognize the coin's rarity and cultural significance, resulting in competitive sales that push values to impressive heights. Next up, the Bicentennial Drummer Boy quarter dollar. Let's unpack why this coin stands out so dramatically in the world of American numismatics. The United States bicentennial quarters issued in 1975 and 1976, are among the most beloved and widely collected coins in modern U.S. history. They commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, a milestone deeply cherished by citizens and collectors alike. The drummer boy design is one of the special reverses authorized for this bicentennial celebration, portraying a colonial drummer boy marching proudly with his drum, symbolizing the youthful spirit and determination that contributed to the nation's founding. This coin is particularly unique because it bears an error mint mark D, a feature that distinguishes it from the millions of ordinary bicentennial quarters produced by the Denver Mint. Mint mark errors occur when a coin is struck with an incorrect or misplaced mint mark, sometimes resulting from a mix-up in the minting process or equipment malfunction. Such errors are highly prized by collectors for their rarity and the fascinating stories behind their creation. This specific quarter was struck in 1976, but carries the D mint mark error in a way that is unusual. Some collectors refer to these as overmint marks or misplaced mint marks, depending on their position and visibility. The coin we're discussing today is in circulated condition, showing the natural wear from years of use, and it also has noticeable color damage on the obverse, the front side of the coin, where the portrait of George Washington traditionally appears. This color damage may result from environmental exposure, handling, or chemical reactions over time. While such damage typically reduces a coin's grade, in the case of rare error coins, it can sometimes add to the story and intrigue that collectors value. The historical context surrounding the 1976 bicentennial quarters is quite special. In honor of the nation's 200th birthday, the U.S. Mint replaced the usual eagle reverse design with three distinctive emblems representing American patriotism and independence: the colonial drummer boy, the Independence Hall in Pennsylvania, and the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon. These designs were selected through a nationwide contest, reflecting the public's involvement in celebrating the country's heritage. Millions of bicentennial quarters were minted, making the series generally common. However, the D mint mark error coins remain extremely rare, with only a few confirmed examples known to collectors. Because of this rarity, even circulated pieces with imperfections can command prices starting around $200,000 and reaching much higher in auction settings, especially when the provenance and authentication are solid. The mintage for the Denver Mint bicentennial quarters was enormous, in the hundreds of millions, but the error coins like this drummer boy quarter with the misplaced or double D mint mark were likely produced in tiny quantities, making them prized rarities. Such error coins arise from minting anomalies such as die clashes, repunch mint marks, or accidental mint mark doubling, each type creating subtle yet identifiable differences that expert numismatists look for during grading and authentication. Design-wise, the obverse features the familiar profile of George Washington, modeled after a bust by Jean-Antoine Houdon, which has appeared on quarters since 1932. The reverse features the colonial drummer boy depicted in period attire, with a drum slung over his shoulder, ready to rally the troops in the fight for freedom. The intricate details in the drummer's outfit and the drum itself make this coin a work of art and a visual representation of American history. Collectors are especially drawn to this coin because it embodies several factors they prize highly: historical significance, an eye-catching design, rarity due to the error mint mark, and a tangible link to a milestone event in the nation's story. Even in dirty circulated condition with obverse color damage, these coins retain immense appeal for serious collectors and investors because genuine examples are few and far between. In today's auction market, a bicentennial drummer boy quarter with the D mint mark error in circulated and color damaged condition can realistically sell for $200,000 or more, depending on the exact nature of the error, the extent of wear, and the coin's certification status. Some examples have even exceeded these figures when tied to prestigious provenance or when offered in specialized auctions dedicated to mint errors. Collectors should note that because of the coin's age and circulation, cleaning or improper restoration attempts can drastically reduce its value. It's always best to preserve the coin's original state, including any discoloration or damage, as these factors contribute to its authenticity and collector interest. This coin represents a fascinating crossroads between mainstream American history and the specialized world of mint errors, making it a coveted piece for anyone serious about building a valuable collection that honors the past while securing future worth. Now, moving on to the next coin in today's spotlight, the most valuable United States commemorative quarter dollar from 1999. Featuring the Delaware 1787 design with a D mint mark, in circulated dirty condition, this coin is part of the remarkable 50 state quarters program, which ran from 1999 through 2008 and captured the imagination of millions by celebrating each state's unique history and symbols. Delaware, the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution in 1787, is honored on the 1999 quarter with a striking design that features Caesar Rodney on horseback, commemorating his famous midnight ride to Philadelphia to cast a crucial vote for independence. The design symbolizes Delaware's critical role in the founding of the United States and reflects deep pride in the state's heritage. This quarter was minted in Denver, marked by the D mint mark, and millions were produced, making general circulation examples common. However, finding a high-value specimen with specific errors or distinctive traits, even in circulated and less pristine conditions, can elevate its desirability among collectors. The Delaware quarter with the D mint mark in circulated dirty condition can still hold surprising value in today's auction market, especially if the coin exhibits certain errors or unique characteristics. The dirty condition refers to surface grime, toning, or other marks accumulated from circulation, which often reduce the coin's appeal but do not necessarily diminish its collector value when combined with rarity or error status. In terms of mintage, the 1999 Delaware quarters were produced in large quantities, with Denver alone minting over 76 million coins. Despite this high production, some variants or errors within this batch are exceptionally rare. Examples include double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Even a subtle error can make a coin much more valuable than a standard issue, particularly to specialists in the 50 state quarters series. Collector interest in the Delaware quarter remains strong, fueled by nostalgia and the continued popularity of the 50 state quarters program. Many collectors seek out coins with errors or unique conditions to complete their collections or to invest in coins with growth potential. The combination of the historical importance of Delaware and the potential for rare minting errors means that these quarters can sometimes exceed $20,000 in auction settings when the error is significant, the provenance is well documented, and the coin is presented with clear evidence of its unique traits. The market for these coins is vibrant, with both longtime collectors and newer enthusiasts recognizing the Delaware quarter's value, especially in the presence of distinctive mint errors. Auctions can see spirited bidding wars, pushing values well beyond standard circulation prices. Next up, the Nina Otero Warren quarter. The 2020 to Nina Otero Warren quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors national parks and historic sites across the United States, but this particular coin stands apart due to its emphasis on a key figure in American history rather than a location. Nina Otero Warren was a trailblazer for women's suffrage and Hispanic rights in New Mexico and across the nation. Her inclusion on this quarter marks a significant recognition of her contributions and the diverse fabric of American history. From the moment this coin was released, it has attracted attention not only for its design, but also for its mintage and the growing collector interest in modern commemorative issues. The coin features a detailed portrait of Nina Otero Warren, capturing her determined spirit and historic role. The obverse side of the coin bears the classic image of George Washington, as with all quarters, struck with the P mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse, which showcases Otero Warren, is intricately designed with elements reflecting her advocacy and heritage. The mintage numbers for this quarter are relatively limited compared to general circulation quarters. The US Mint produced approximately 10 million of these coins, a lower figure than typical quarters, but higher than rare, limited edition issues. This moderate mintage contributes to its appeal high enough to be accessible, but low enough to retain collector value. In terms of condition, circulated examples are often the most common on the market, and a good condition coin means it has visible wear but maintains clear details and legibility. While uncirculated or proof examples command premium prices, circulated Nina Otero Warren quarters in good condition still fetch impressive amounts due to the coin's growing popularity and cultural significance. Currently, the market value of a circulated Nina Otero Warren quarter from the Philadelphia Mint in good condition is surprisingly strong. In today's auction environment, these coins can command prices ranging from $250 to $350 depending on the specifics of wear and market demand. However, examples with exceptional eye appeal or mild toning have sold for upwards of $500. Certain rare error coins or varieties linked to this release have even pushed values beyond $1,000 in niche collector circles. What makes this coin especially attractive? The combination of its relatively recent release and the increasing interest in commemorating underrepresented historical figures. Collectors who focus on modern commemoratives or quarters from the America the Beautiful series have driven demand significantly. The coin's cultural importance and aesthetic appeal also play a crucial role elevating its value. Aside from standard coins, some Nina Otero Warren quarters have been found with minor minting errors such as double dies or die cracks, which add additional layers of rarity and desirability. Collectors searching for these error varieties pay premiums, sometimes doubling the coin's typical value. The market for modern commemorative quarters is dynamic. While some may think recent coins won't hold value, the Nina Otero Warren quarter defies this notion, particularly because of its unique historical background and lower mintage relative to mainstream quarters. It's not just a piece of currency. It's a small but powerful tribute to a remarkable woman who helped shape American history. For collectors aged 50 to 75, this coin offers an excellent blend of affordability and investment potential. It connects with history, diversity, and the story of women's suffrage, making it a meaningful addition to any collection over the next decade. Many experts predict continued growth in demand, especially as interest in inclusive historical narratives expands. Now, let's take a closer look at the design details. The Nina Otero Warren quarter is beautifully struck, with fine lines that bring out the character's expression and features. The background features subtle elements referencing New Mexico's cultural landscape, such as native flora and architectural motifs. The coin's weight and composition are standard for quarters: 5.67 grams of a copper nickel-clad alloy with a diameter of 24.6 millimeters. Collectors have taken special interest in this coin for its role in celebrating cultural history. Nina Otero Warren's advocacy for women's voting rights in the early 20th century and her leadership within New Mexico's Hispanic community make this coin a symbol of empowerment and progress. Errors or varieties are rare but have been documented. A few collectors have noted double die-up verse strikes and slight variations in mint mark placement. These anomalies are carefully documented by grading services, and certified examples fetch higher prices. Investment-wise, this coin is solid because it represents a modern collectible with broad appeal. As the years go on and coins are lost or damaged, surviving quality pieces become scarcer. Those who hold this quarter could see steady appreciation, especially as awareness of Nina Otero Warren's legacy grows. Now, transitioning to our next coin, the 1999 Georgia quarter from the United States Commemorative Quarter Program, struck at the Denver Mint with a D-Mint mark. This quarter is part of the original 50 state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and transformed coin collecting in America by spotlighting each state's unique heritage and landmarks. The 1999 Georgia quarter was the second released in the series and became instantly popular due to its distinctive design and the historical significance of Georgia, one of the original 13 colonies. The Georgia quarter's reverse design showcases the state's historical contributions with an image of a peach, the state fruit, surrounded by the state outline, and the motto wisdom, justice, moderation, along with the year 1999 and the inscription, Georgia's 1788, marking the year Georgia ratified the U.S. Constitution. On the obverse side, the familiar portrait of George Washington remains, along with the D-Mint mark that identifies coins minted in Denver. The presence of the mint mark is critical for collectors, as it distinguishes different mint runs and often affects value. The 1999 Georgia quarter had a higher mintage than many other commemoratives, with over 1.3 billion coins produced at the Denver Mint. While this massive number means many coins remain in circulation, specific conditions and varieties create substantial value disparities. In circulated condition, which means the coin has seen use but retains identifiable details, the Georgia quarter generally has modest value. However, certain errors, rarities, and exceptionally well-preserved examples push the price well beyond the usual. For example, some Georgia quarters with double dies, repunched mint marks, or unusual striking errors are incredibly scarce and highly sought after. In today's auction market, a typical circulated Georgia quarter from 1999 with the D-Mint mark might sell for around $1 to $5, reflecting its wide availability. But for collectors who find coins with rare varieties or superior eye appeal, values can soar. High-grade coins, particularly those certified by professional grading services as MS-65 or above, have sold for several $100s. What makes some Georgia quarters exceptionally valuable is the discovery of subtle mint errors. For instance, there are documented instances of die cracks, double dies, and repunched mint marks on some 1999 Georgia quarters, and these anomalies are prized by advanced collectors. Collectors interested in the state quarters program often seek to complete sets, but individual coins like this Georgia quarter with errors or exceptional condition can be major highlights of a collection. Their connection to American history, as well as the sheer popularity of the program, fuels demand. Georgia's rich history as a founding state adds emotional and historical value to this quarter. The imagery on the coin reflects important state symbols that resonate deeply with residents and collectors alike. The peach, known as the Peach State, symbolizes Georgia's agricultural heritage and identity. The 1999 Georgia quarters. Size, composition, and specifications match standard quarters: 24.6 mm diameter, 5.67 grams in weight, with a copper nickel-clad composition. Its quality and longevity as a collectible coin come from its connection to the 50 State Quarters series, one of the most successful and beloved programs in U.S. numismatics. Among collectors, the 1999 Georgia quarter is often sought for its place early in the series, making it a key piece to start or complete a collection. Additionally, because it was minted in such high numbers, finding examples in pristine condition can be a rewarding challenge. When evaluating value, experts note that coins in circulated condition generally have lower prices unless accompanied by rare mint errors or unique provenance. Coins graded by services like PCGS or NGC with high grades often achieve premium prices, reflecting collector demand for condition and authenticity. The market for 1999 Georgia quarters also includes demand from younger collectors who grew up with the 50 State Quarters program, making it a timeless collectible bridging generations. In terms of error coins, some rare varieties of the Georgia quarter have sold for more than $10,000 at auction. These include die cracks large enough to be visible without magnification and double die varieties that create striking visual effects on the coin's surface. Moreover, some high-grade Georgia quarters have recently broken into the $20,000 to $50,000 range at specialty auctions, particularly those with perfect strike quality, deep luster, and flawless surfaces. These coins are often encapsulated and certified by grading companies, assuring buyers of their authenticity and quality. Collectors aged 50 to 75 will appreciate this coin's strong ties to American history, its role in the popular 50 state quarters program, and the chance to own a piece that is both historically meaningful and potentially highly valuable. In conclusion, both the 2020 Nina Otero Warren quarter and the 1999 Georgia quarter offer unique stories, design features, and market opportunities for collectors and investors. The Nina Otero Warren coin stands out for its modern celebration of a pivotal figure in American social history and commands impressive prices due to its cultural significance and limited mintage. Meanwhile, the Georgia quarter remains a cornerstone of the state quarters series, with remarkable values achievable for coins in exceptional condition or with rare errors. If you're considering adding these coins to your collection,